There have been many movies and novels written about twins, of one of which is the evil twin. How would you feel if someone characterized you as the evil twin? Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day 2 of Toldot, Generations. Let's continue in Bereshit, or Genesis, chapter 25, and read verse 27 and 28. And the boys grew up, and Esav became a man knowing how to hunt, a man of the field, while Yaakov was a complete man dwelling in tents. And Yitzhak loved Esau because he ate of his wild game, but Rivkah loved Yaakov. Two sons, twin sons, greatly different personalities, greatly different walks of life. Esav is a man of the outdoors. He is a man of the fields. He is a hunter, a trapper, a rugged he-man, someone that would be shopping at Bass Pro on a regular basis and wearing camouflage, driving a pickup truck and, just having that rugged outdoorsman appeal. While Yaakov, it says, a man of the tents. And it has traditionally been thought, well, he was at home helping mama cook and wash dishes, but that's not exactly what we're talking about. He is a complete man, a man that is whole, a man that has everything in place. He's an organized man. He's a functioning man, and a man of the tents very easily could allude to the idea he is a man of study, that is the yeshiva, the study tent. And rabbinical scholars suggest that he was a student then of both Shem, the son of Noah, who was indeed alive at this time, and also of Eber. So, however we look at this, we can recognize that though they are twins, likely of similar stature and physical characteristics, vocal qualities certainly would have been close, although one was hairy and the other smooth, and so there was a dramatic difference. The word twin here is ta'om, and it means double or to be joined, to be duplicated or coupled. And we think then of Esav, and we don't like him, just simply by the way that he is portrayed here. Even those that may be themselves outdoorsmen, rugged he-man types. Yet, because of his actions and attitudes, at least as scriptures reveal him, there is a bit of a arm's distance thing, keep away from me. But the fact is, we are joined to him. As much as Yaakov is joined to him, we're joined to him. And there are times that we, unfortunately, duplicate him. How so? Well, there are twin natures within each of us. You have this presentation version of yourself. At least most of us prefer to present ourselves in our most favorable light. We offer a polite attitude. We try to clean up if we're going out in public. Please and thank you. We try to put our best foot forward. And then there is the part of us that behind closed doors may be somewhat different. Integrity says that one presentation should be the same as the other. That's not always the case, and we realize that. Then is the aspect that we have a preferred version of ourselves, and we fight very hard to push that one forward. The version that is seeking righteousness and is seeking to be set apart, to be careful with our speech, and to be gentle in our demeanor. All the while we are fighting and warring spiritually against the other version that we have known ourselves to be, that could be maybe bombastic and hot-headed, or jealous and spiteful, and all the combinations of a much lesser desired version of ourselves. And that is the part we keep hidden. We don't talk about it. We don't discuss it. We don't even allow it to be known that it's a potential reality. But we war within ourselves. We understand from Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16 and 17, and I say, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not accomplish the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, and these are opposed. That is, literally, they are at war to each other, so that you do not do as you would desire to do. The rabbinical terminology is very telling here. It is the Yetzer Tov, the inclination that is good and righteous, and the Yetzer Hara, the inclination that is evil and carnal. Romans 8:5 says this, for those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the matters of the flesh. But those who live according to the Spirit, the matters of the Spirit. Verse 6 says, for the mind of the flesh is death, but the mind of the Spirit is life and peace. We are who we focus on. And what we focus on determines and reveals our absolute nature. By that I mean that if we live according to our flesh, our first inclination toward things, listen what I just said, our first response, our first inclination. Your inclination is that normal response that wants to rise to the surface first. You get bad news. What is your first inclination? Throw up your hands? Well, it always happens to me, and I never get a break, and those kind of responses. Or is it, yeah, I need your help here. I need you to show me how to deal with whatever the issue is. What is your inclination? Someone makes an accusation towards you. Do you rear up in battle formation and draw your sword? Or is it, I'm trying to understand where they're coming from? Are they the one that's traumatized? Is there an issue that maybe I am guilty of? What's going on here? Yah, reveal the nature of this battle, the true nature of what's being presented here. The way that we respond to outward stimuli, we have to ask ourselves, is it righteous or unrighteous? Is it of the Spirit or is it of the flesh? Esav represents that part of us that is fleshly. It is carnal. So we understand from Hebrews that he is referred to as a profane man. So we have to ask ourselves, is my first response of a negative nature, a flesh-driven nature, or does my spirit rise up and grant to me an urgency to seek wisdom and understanding, to be led by the Spirit? It's easy, very easy. As a matter of fact, it's natural just to go by natural, basic instinct. Therein is where we have problems. Those who are engaged in warfare, actual war combat situations, you don't want to be logical and rational and long-term in your decision-making process. You have to be instinctive. You have to be well-trained. You respond to your training, not to your feelings. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. But we don't live in that situation. Not normally. We need to be willing then to calm down, think things through, make choices, and respond rather than react. Esav is prone to reacting first. Yaakov backs off, calculates, understands, and responds. It's not that Yaakov is perfect. We're going to find that out here in the next few days. But living according to the Spirit is got to come to the place where that is our primary and first response to whatever goes on around us in our living. A lot to chew on today, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, shalom.